Hello, thank you for joining me today. We're carrying on our 50 days of devotionals looking at well-being, and we're using a book by a guy called Dave Smith to help us guide our thoughts and our devotionals as we start our day. And day three, we've made it to day three, and it's security and belonging. And I wonder, where are you finding your security and where you most belong? Is it in your job? Is it with family? Is it with a friendship group? Is it financially? Is that where you're feeling most secure and a sense of belonging on payday? These are things where, as humans, we can naturally find ourselves belonging and a sense of security, things that we can have a control over and in. But these things are temporal. They don't always last. They're imperfect. They can change. Yes, it's good to have good relationships and a friendship group and a church family that can help us have a sense of belonging and security, that can help us weather the storms of life. But as I've said, they're imperfect. They can change. It can be uprooted in a moment's notice, and we can then feel less secure, in less control of things, and where we maybe don't belong as much. And for me, having a control over things, not in a control freak kind of way, but having and feeling a control and security in things, that can really help me. But when I lose a little bit of that control, or not sure what's going to happen next, or how I'm going to deal with things, that's when I can feel at my most anxious and less secure in myself and other things. And Dave Smith, in this book, Wellbeing, he looks at the life of Elijah to help guide us through this idea of developing a well-being mindset, as we've started doing the last few days. And we can look at Elijah's early ministry as a prophet. He's up against some tough challenges. Ahab, the king at the time, and his wife Jezebel, they wanted to worship Baal, which came with other bad things. It means people weren't looking at the one true God that Elijah followed and that we love and know to love us. That was a challenge for Elijah. There was a drought that he prophesied to Ahab, but that meant there was less security in material things for Elijah. And other challenges came his way, but we can see and look at those early days that he had a complete trust in God, which gave him a security and belonging. But we can compare that with the time where he'd done a great feat and defeated 400 prophets of Baal and proven God to be true and alive and living and loving people. But he chose to run away after a threat by Jezebel, and he lost all sense of security, which made him run in fear. And it wasn't till he met with God again that he found security. But it shows us that the true security that we can find in our life is when we're trusting in God in all things. He is our rock. It says in Psalm 18, verse 2, that the Lord is my rock, my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge. Brilliant. We can hold on to that today, where maybe we're not feeling so secure or belonging in other things in our lives. This pandemic has uprooted many a thing, and we can maybe still not feeling secure. But when we put our trust in God, spend time with him daily like you're doing with these devotionals, praying to him, talking to him, having a real, solid, secure relationship with him, we can find a real, true sense of security and belonging. Dave has a reflect and respond piece at the end of each day. And one thing he recommends that you do is maybe read Psalm 91 out loud over yourself. And I'm going to do that for you now as we finish, so that you can reflect on this today. Take any of the verses that jump out of you into your day, maybe write them down, carry them with you, and know that when we trust in God fully, we can have security and belonging in him. That's when our well-being mindset can be developed in a great way, when we're trusting in God for what he has for us. So let me read Psalm 91 to you. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, in God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness. nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, "The Lord is my refuge," and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. I will call on me, and I will answer him. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show my salvation. Have a great day. Be trusting in God, because he is where we can find true security and belonging. Be blessed. Take care.